That amount the student brought was I want to believe was in conjunction with the management of the school.
Of course.
They can't go into student funds and go and take out money without permission from the right authorities.
Exactly.
So if that money was removed from their account, addressed in student and management meeting before being taken out, and they now bring it to producers of the show, add it to what you have and give to this artist to come. Not one hall, two halls. There was no prior notice to the organizers, which is the student body or the halls, that we are having a resurgence of this chronic disease.
Yeah.
So why don't we halt certain things so that we see how we can resolve it? Probably, sir, the money that is being used to cater for that can be used to purchase safety materials to curb the spread. But you watch them go and pay the artists, pay the producers to pay the artists, get everything ready. I'm sure they even paid organizers, those who are going to put stage and everything. Watch for advert to run. And a day before the event or few days before the event, the school in its wisdom says, we have seen a resurgence of this COVID.
Ride or drive with Shaxi. Download the Shaxi ride-hailing app and sign up as a driver or rider. Get Shaxi today from the Google Play and Apple App Store today.
Danny Beats Classic.
Let's look at this angle. Let me take you back for some minutes. It was some few weeks ago when information came out that Shatta Wale was going to perform at the University of Ghana campus. That was 28th June. The show was hugely or widely publicized. Every Shatta movement fan knew that there was going to be a concert for Shatta Wale on the campus or at the school campus, University of Ghana. Whilst preparations were ongoing, and I'm talking about the organizers or the host of the show, in this case, Watsup TV, in collaboration with Nelson Hall as well as Lehman Hall. So the concert was to satisfy, or it was to celebrate these two hall year celebrations. Publicity went well. Organizers, as much as I know, they paid every supplier and every performer, including my camp. I don't hide it. They paid us in full. Only for us to hear. The program was supposed to happen on a on a Friday, Saturday rather. Only for us to hear on a Thursday which was the day they were going to start setup, because the kind of setup that they were doing, they needed 3 days exactly to do the setup. They were there. The students were aware. The dean, the JCR, everybody was aware that this show was about to happen. Only for them on a Thursday to release a statement that because of COVID resurgence on campus, because they are recording more cases of COVID, they cannot allow the show to happen. Indeed, after talks here and there, the show was cancelled in the name of postponement. We don't know when the school authorities are going to allow that show to happen. Organizers lost a lot of money from their payment of logistics to artists and publicity, resources, everything that they put in there, everything went down the drain. Only for us to wake up to this news, which is making us, because I remember after that conversation, I met with Long John in the studio, where Long John was not very happy with the news. Long John even suspected a foul play there, but I told him no, it is too early for you to suspect a foul play. Let's give them benefit of the doubt. Let's say, indeed, there is COVID. Maybe Ghana is a little colder at the moment. Of course, we all know. No, Ghana is cold at the moment.
Oh, Kojoku.
Oh, are you doubting?
Lesotho for some kind.
Even now that we are talking, it's cold.
Hey, Kojoku.
No. Am I telling lies? Ghana is cold at the moment.
You're under AC. Let's go outside.
No. It's cold outside. Maybe you've not gone
COVID.
outside. No. COVID thrives in cold.
Okay.
Aha.
Dr. Lalala.
Yeah, your mother. So I was thinking that indeed it could be because we are in that season, June, July,
Right.
where the weather seems colder here in Ghana. So could it be the reason? Yes, maybe no. Only for us to hear, oh, there is a gig happening where the NPP party, they are about to do a conference. And they are going to do it on the campus. Now, the school has not issued any letter telling the party that they cannot host the conference.
God damn it.
Rather, now the students are calling for that. They when we wanted to do this gig with Shatta Wale, the school issued a letter, a circular telling the whole school authorities that no, this show can't happen. Cancel or postpone all public gatherings.
Including
Only for them to see that, this one is about to happen. The school has not issued any circular or any letter or any press statement that this cannot happen. They are even surprised that, why is the Ministry of Health in all these things? What is happening?
And the minister has visited the school too.
And if you go on Joy News, on Twitter or X,
On Twitter?
they have said this. I want to read this, then I'll go back to Long John and ask Long John, did you know something we did not know? Or you predicted right? Or now things that are about to happen?
I better go.
I know. Now it says, a group of level 400 students at the University of Ghana is preparing to petition the University Sports Directorate to block the new Patriotic Party, NPP, from holding its National Annual Delegates Conference at the UG Sports Stadium from July 17th to 19th, 2025. The students have raised concerns about a possible escalation of COVID-19 cases, warning that allowing thousands of delegates from across the country to gather could worsen the outbreak and potentially spread the virus beyond the university community. They argue the event would violate preventive protocols issued by the University Health Directorate. And when I saw the story, I said, oh my goodness, what is happening? Is this true? Are they going to do something like that? Why would they allow that? And then Long John came to mind and said, well, when it started, I started with Long John. So if he's here, let's have a conversation. Long John, did you know something that I didn't know then?
Uncle.
Or it was one of those things?
You see, by God's grace, we are grown to an extent that we read the room. You see,
I like this. You read the room.
You read the room.
So
when I don't know how our parents or those older than SCS.
Okay.
But sometimes when they pass certain comments, we watch their face in shock and amazement because we are like, but we are seeing you. Yeah, we are seeing it.
We can read
what's going on. So what are you telling us? You see, some of these conversations that do happen, they should understand that you can't just wake up and say there's something as serious as ABI, there's a breakout of cholera or something somewhere in the community, and nobody will take keen interest. Maybe the layman can, but not some of us. We'll ask questions. You know, after that revelation on their campus, I remember vividly when we made the first editorial, you were telling me, Long John, take your time. What if it is true? In fact, you manager of the artist simple now bought 5 because you want to believe that whatever narration they brought out is actualities, and the health of the student is your priority, which shows how you guys think very well of the student, not because you've taken money into more personal rational performing. You understand? It shows how caring and wise you as a team manager even is. But me too sitting down and said, no, caring and wise no. I before doing. Because reading through the line, these institutions work under different organizations. And these organizations are supposed to at least second any public notice that comes out. For instance, if Legon lecturers come out to say, we are stopping lectures because of so and so, there's a body called UTAG that will come and say, okay, we are in support of whatever decision they want to do. They should go ahead till they decide to come back. Right? So if Legon lecturers decide to put out an action and UTAG doesn't come to speak, then there should be a problem. It means then it's not a general problem. It means it's to a particular group of people or lecturers on that campus. So they should stop generalizing it. That way, then the letter that has been drawn by Legon lecturers or whichever lecturer that did that will be questioned or queried. A school comes out to make wild claims about pandemic or COVID. We have Ministry of Health. The university students, what's their name? TUTAG.
University what?
University students, the student body.
UTAG.
UTAG.
No. That is
the lectures.
That's the lectures. Yeah.
I think the university student body too has a name.
Okay.
The school SRC.
Okay.
Is also there. And they have various student bodies from halls to everything. Now run with me. Two halls decided we are going to put an artist on bail. The artist they decided to put on bail has a record of having an issue with the current, is it vice chancellor or chancellor?
The dean.
The dean of students. Then out of nowhere, now mind you, the student body that called the artist currently, I mean the current artist that is they were supposed to work with, before they go into any discussion with the artist team or management, what they do first is they speak with management. These are the conversations that go on. How much is management going to give them for the event? That is one. And how is management going to support the entire event? That is two. So all these discussions went on between the student body or the whole body and the right management that was supposed to give them the funds. Because I don't think it was a human being or a promoter that funded that event. Right? It was from the students.
Yeah.
You are the manager, so I'm asking you so that.
The fact is that I know when it gets to that stage, the students contribute something to the promoter.
Thank you.
But what the students contribute oftentimes
do not add
is
up.
meager.
No problem.
The
But my own is,
producers of the show,
yeah,
they take the
large
larger
sum.
cost.
No problem. Now, this is where my discussion comes in. That amount the student brought was me, I want to believe, was in conjunction with the management of the school.
Of course.
They can't go into student funds and go and take out money without permission from the right authorities.
Exactly.
So if that money was removed from their account, addressed in student and management meeting before being taken out, and they now bring it to producers of the show, add it to what you have and give to this artist to come. Not one hall, two halls. There was no prior notice to the organizers, which is the student body or the halls, that we are having a resurgence of this chronic disease.
Yeah.
So why don't we halt certain things so that we see how we can resolve it? Probably, sir, the money that is being used to cater for that can be used to purchase safety materials to curb the spread. But you watch them go and pay the artists, pay the producers to pay the artists, get everything ready. I'm sure they even paid organizers, those who are going to put stage and everything. Watch for advert to run. And a day before the event or few days before the event, the school in its wisdom says, we have seen a resurgence of this COVID. First of all, there's UGMC on campus, a hospital around the campus. The hospital itself has not come out to confirm a case. The hospital they claim a student has been rushed to has not come out to confirm a case. Two, the minister went there recently to go and uncover the details of the case. We have still not heard from Ministry of Health. And one thing I want to tell you is, the last time then my brother Roland was talking about was it Roland? No, okay, YB
Okay.
on the sister station,
Yeah.
DGN. He was saying most of the ministries usually are very slow to some of the, and you see, I want him to understand when it comes to the health aspect, unless they don't hear it,
They'll come out.
they quickly drop. When cholera was on the blast in Accra, you remember? There was publicity, adverts everywhere, radio airplays everywhere, because they don't want it to spread. You think a sickness as serious as COVID will be treated with gloves hands or loose hands? Let's be serious. The minister has been there and close to a week or two.
Nothing has been
Said from the Ministry of Health. Not a pin or a notice has been dropped to support what has been said. And you are shocked that today MPP wants to hold a rally and have full confidence to hold it at the very place they refuse an artist. But then again, they want a political party to come and hold it there because their COVID is not there. And the funny part is, it is not the management that is fighting for that rally not to be held, but this time the school that was deprived of their entertainment.
Yeah.
So can't you see the politics being played here? Students are saying, since you refuse me, you too, management, I will make sure the money you want to take from this party, you won't take it. Management told it to students. You, the student, you brought an artist who came to disrespect me. I will make sure say this artist no go perform for you. So now they take do them body. Because tell me why we have governing bodies championing certain cause, and not a word has been said about only the school administration is talking about COVID. No support from an external factor. Are they trying to tell us that the COVID is only within their caucus? The minister went and didn't and isn't smart enough. We saw how the minister treated the strike of the nurses. It was very evident. We saw the response. He quickly called on retired nurses. So you think if the minister indeed went there and saw something, Parliament queried him to go and find out. So if he went to see something, you think he would have come with a report?
Yeah.
If indeed it was an emergency.
And have it such wide that he's not put out.
No, that's what I'm saying. You see, let's take it from the perspective of the way Legon administration has put it out. It means it is an emergency that needs immediate attention.
Of course.
So if a minister goes and for weeks and days, there's not a notice from the ministry, am I supposed to even ask, have I searched why the minister has done that? Because this is a minister that saw strike and called on retired nurses.
Yeah.
You think if he sees something as serious as a COVID patient struggling, dying, he would have come out with a report? So the question should be, what has the minister gone to uncover that there's so much silence in the system? And why is the school accepting a conference from a political party but refusing the students an entertainment which they have paid for? Because they pay through their hall dues.
And even that is among themselves.
Yes. Why is the school refusing them that entertainment? The question is, would it have been a different conversation if it was another artist?
Meanwhile, around the same time, there were other artists even performing.
You see?
Around the same time, Medical performed there. Black Sheriff performed there. Stoneboy
Really?
performed there. Yes.
Around the same period?
Yeah.
And there was no resurgence of COVID?
No.
So now you are getting where I'm coming from.
Yeah, man.
And you see, I want to tell the dean.
Oh, Kwaku Smoke even performed there.
The dean should understand. You should watch the life of the daughter of the former president.
Yeah, don't go there.
No, I'm coming.
The dean, we've met her before.
I'm coming. Wait, I'm coming.
No,
Let me
wait,
finish.
wait,
There's something I wanted to say.
I know where you are going to. Very slippery.
And yes, slippery.
Where you are going to is very
simple.
slippery. I know what you want to say.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. The dean, we've had meetings with her before. Personally, I've sat down with her. We've spoken about her relationship with Shatta Wale and what the misconception out there is. In fact, when we even went deeper, they have even a common friend. Shatta Wale and the dean, they have a common person. So it is like this. So I want us to, that's why initially I said, no, I don't want to believe anything. But now we are only waiting for the 17th to 19th. I don't want to rush it.
You see?
When this conference happens,
Uncle.
Wait. I'm saying that when this conference happens,
Uncle.
then I can now come and call you and say, Long John,
No.
let me add more bullets to your
Uncle.
ammunitions.
Uncle.
Fire on.
Uncle.
But until then,
Uncle, I have something
because
to say.
the conference has not
Uncle, I have
happened.
something to say.
Let's
you know
assume
I've
it is
said
not
a
what
lot
it
of
is.
things. Uncle have not supported me. Uncle, I will be wom. Aka kekeda. Aka kekeda. You want to
Kekeda
see?
wa imfa.
Aka kekeda. Because how? I have told you there's an UGMC on campus.
Yeah.
That has not said the word.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'm also telling you, after our conversations with the dean and the issues that came out, I don't want to believe all these things. That's what I'm saying. For the benefit of the doubt, let's wait till 17th and 19th.
So if it comes on,
then there is a problem. That's what I'm saying. Then after,
you've just
I'll
seconded
give you-
that
I'll
a
give you
program
more-
happened before yours.
Yeah, that one happened. Oh, Abi, before COVID, so many things.
So
happened.
when your program came down, then 100 students
No, before
went down flat.
before we went on lockdown for COVID, so many things were happening.
Oh, uncle.
Oh no.
Baby,
I want us to add some logic to this.
No,
I get your point, but what I
uncle.
mean is, before we went on lockdown, we were doing things. We were still doing until they got to a realization that no, what the thing is going, if you don't go lockdown, it will be serious, and everything shut down.
Okay.
So I am still using that scenario, that logic here. That for now, maybe at that time, they were not too sure what was happening until those things were done. Now, they felt, okay, this is the problem.
Okay.
Let's try to prevent it.
Okay.
I'm saying let's wait till 17th and 9th. That one, when you come, I have more bullets I can give you to add to your ammunitions.
Okay.
Then on that day, I'll walk outside of the studio. Then you tell them, bring the camera. You alone. Fire everybody. Straight bullets. Just spread. Like that. Nobody will talk for anybody. But for now, I like what the students are doing. That's what I'm happy about.
Why should the student be the one
My
to do this?
interest in this
If
story,
indeed you said you care about the student, why should the student be calling for the cancellation of a political show?
yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm loving what the students are doing.
If indeed,
They are
they
calling-
claim they were caring about the student health. So if indeed they care, why did they cancel this beforehand?
It's a big issue. It's a big issue. And
Why must students start calling? Students, they have a reason. You stop us from our enjoyment.
time will tell.
Man will
Shatta
learn.
said this. Time will tell. Let's wait. 17th is just around the corner.
Alright.
It will come. And when it comes, we will be here to talk. So, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a real talk with Long John. And we are monitoring. Let's see what the end will be. Someone will say the end justifies the means. We'll be here and we'll be talking about some of these happenings to brand Shatta Wale. And if indeed we are able to detect even an iota of foul play, it will be sweet. Thanks to the producers. We are sure going to meet again right here on this platform. My name is Sammy Flex. Subscribe to us and let's read your comments. It is Sammy Flex against Long John on this one. How are you also seeing what is happening? Let's talk again when it matters. We are out of here. Salute.
Danny Beats Classic.
Everybody check now. Check it. Fa check it. Fa check it. Check it. The beat is real. Don't will make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it, check it. Fa check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer, check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Put sugar level, fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Fa check it, fa check it, check it, check it. Green select glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.